Following their departure from the United States, David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan, who were previously engaged for 90 days, have announced a significant relationship milestone. During their preparations to receive their first child together, after leaving the United States, the couple David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan, who are expecting their first child together, are reminiscing about joyful times from their past. Although David and Annie had no intention of ever becoming parents, they did have the desire to adopt Annie's siblings who were living in Thailand. Following the birth of Navin, Annie experienced a surge of baby fever, and ever since then, David and Annie have been considering the possibility of undergoing in vitro fertilization, IVF. 1 year ago, they began the process of receiving therapy, and in August of 2024, they were able to successfully conceive 2 children. Since that time, Annie and David have settled on a significant choice concerning their child. Annie and David are determined to make the baby's arrival in Thailand a joyful occasion. The due date for the baby is March 2025. Throughout their time together in Thailand, David has been posting various snippets of their time together on Instagram. The most recent information that David has provided is that he will be spending Christmas with Annie in Busan. During the time that the baby is being born, the couple will be residing in Thailand. However, they have not disclosed when they will be returning to the United States. Annie was taken by David to a site where they had begun filming the 5th season of 90 Day Fiancé on the evening of Christmas Eve. "This is the location where we started filming 8 years ago," David continued. After that, he remarked, "Wow, time goes by so quickly." The signboard that was on 90 Day Fiancé was the one that he pointed to. Annie and David, who participated in the 90 Day Fiancé, have defied all odds in order to be together in the year 2024. The fans did not believe that they would be able to remain together for an extended period of time. There was a man who was twice her age that Annie was going to marry. David was living in abject poverty, and she was 24 years old at the time. She never went for the green card, but she continued to choose him. David and Annie are a fan favorite because they are deeply in love with each other, which is the reason why they are so popular. David, who was criticized for marrying a much younger woman in Thailand when he had exhausted all of his financial resources, is now fondly regarded by many people. There is little doubt that David and Annie will feel a sense of triumph when they return to the location where everything started. Since they first started out, they have come a long way. Fans of David and Annie are pleased with the path they have traveled. David and Annie have fashioned a success story out of nothing by going from being financially impoverished to now taking frequent visits to Thailand, buying houses there, and flying there to welcome their first kid together after 8 years of being together. Because of this, fans respect them. The fact that David and Annie, the pair from 90 Day Fiancé, have not forgotten where they came from, is the reason for their success. It is impossible for them to forget where they originated from. The relationship between David and Annie has lasted for almost a decade, and they are planning to become parents in the very near future. Despite the fact that they may not have supported them from the beginning, fans are eager to find out where Annie and David's adventure takes them. It should come as no surprise that the only path forward for Annie and David is to move upward.